These are the remnants of a brutal civil war. Douma district on the outskirts of Damascus is unrecognizable. Its residents have seen barrel bombs dropped on them, their houses targeted by planes, helicopters and snipers. But the worst was in April 2018 when the Syrian regime gave opposition fighters an ultimatum. Douma was the opposition's last stronghold. The regime, backed by Russian forces, showed no mercy.
On April 7th, around 7 p.m., a barrel bomb was dropped on where we are. It was a powerful explosion, and I heard one of our neighbors screaming and saying, "Chemical! Chemical!" I rushed out, saw a yellow smoke in the air, and immediately returned and took my family to the basement. In minutes, many other neighbors joined us. There were 47 people. The smoke leaked into the basement. We started choking and coughing. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't see. My wife and 5 kids were with me. They all died.
6 years on, Tawfiq still struggles to cope with the memories of that day. He showed pictures of his children to us again and again. Are these terrorists? Are these kids terrorists? He asks. This makeshift underground hospital was built by the residents here to hide from regime's bombardment. On the day of the chemical weapons attack, hundreds of people, many of them children, were brought here. This was the first aid room where hundreds of people, including children, sought refuge from the choking gas of chemical weapons attacks. The hospital was overwhelmed and under-equipped. Doctors worked tirelessly to save lives, but they say the hardest part was being forced to give false testimony under pressure from the regime and Russian forces. The day after the attack, opposition forces agreed to surrender Douma.
After the attack, Russian forces blocked the area. They removed all the evidence of chemical weapons. We were forced at gunpoint to give false testimony that the reason for the death was not chemical gases, but clouds of dust.
The Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons sent a team to investigate the attacks. Their access to the site was blocked by Russian and Syrian regime forces, which cited security concerns. Investigators met with local doctors.
We went there ready to tell the truth, but the security forces bugged us and recorded our testimonies. Telling the truth would risk the lives of our families.
It has been just weeks since the fall of the regime, and the people of Douma are starting the process of recovery. Resul Serdar, Al Jazeera, Damascus.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.